How awesome is that? Hey everybody, I am live, first live stream back from Walt Disney World. I guess the last 3 live streams, one was in Georgia, then the other 2 were in Florida. So yes, back home, been home since like Thursday evening, last Thursday evening. All right, let's get the live stream pulled up on my screen so I can actually see what you guys are saying. Hello Noah. Hello, Sav. Let's see, I'm trying to get you guys up on here. It gets easier to read when I don't have to read tiny little print. Hey, CS, says Kyle. I like that. Evening, glad you're home safely. Yes. It was a super fun trip to Disney. I'll talk about it in this video. Let's see, pop-out chat. There we go. All right. Welcome back. What's up? All right, here we go. Now I can see what you guys are like really saying. Maybe make it a little bigger. There we go. Okay, we're in. I'm already thinking Disney. I'm like, we're in from Dinosaur. Anyway, guys. So I'm back. Jamel asks, how was my trip? I guess I can. I feel like I should move this a little bit, like it's not. There you go. Is that better? I think that's a little better. There you go. Everybody's asking how my trip and Christmas was. Well, I was actually driving on Christmas. I learned a valuable lesson. Don't travel on Christmas. And it's not because traffic's bad. Traffic was fine. I had no traffic on Christmas. I mean, people were probably most likely home with their family. I mean, there were still a lot of people out driving on Christmas, but no traffic. The issue is that nothing's open other than gas stations. So the whole drive on December 25th when I was driving home, I was living off like gas station hot dogs and like chips and just gas station food. I was lucky enough to find one gas station. I can't remember who it was, but they had like it was like gas station pizza and it looked kind of good. And I was like, actually, I'm like, ugh, I don't know, gas station pizza sounds a little weird. Like I've never said, gas station pizza. That sounds great. Like I never thought I'd say that, but it looked pretty good. Like sitting there on the board, and I was like, I'll try it. I'm kind of getting sick of eating hot dogs. And it was actually really good. I was surprised. Who knew gas station pizza could be good? I guess if you make your pizza good, anybody can make a good pizza. You just gotta make a pizza that's not bad. Anyway, so I was driving home Christmas, got home on December 26th, like kind of mid-afternoon, December 26th, left. I would have been home on Christmas, but I left, very late. There's one more video for you guys. I got one more Disney video for you guys, and then I actually shot 2 hunting videos when I got home. But I have one more Disney video for you. It's a good one. I'm ending my Disney videos on a doozy. My family, Bohemian says I used to get gas station pizza until they took it out of the store. Oh. I mean, again, I shouldn't knock it. I mean, hey, if you make a good pizza, you make a good pizza. I don't care if you're at a gas station or a pizzeria. I've been to many pizzerias that make horrible pizza. So, anyway, what was I getting at? Oh yeah. So, I have a really good video coming up for you guys. It's the next video. It'll be up tomorrow. It is the video, or if you're watching this back, it's already up. But it is where I hit up all 4 parks in one day. If you're on Patreon, you've already seen the video. I actually go to all 4 Disney parks. I go to Disney's Hollywood Studios, then I go to Epcot, then I go to Animal Kingdom, and then I go to Magic Kingdom. And I ride one attraction at each park, and it took a while. So by the time I actually left Disney World, it was like 9 o'clock at night on Christmas Eve. And because of that, I only got to maybe like somewhere in Georgia, and I was beat, and I had to like pull over and sleep for a while. So there was a lot of pulling over at not gas stations, rest stops, and like sleeping more so than usual because of the time I had left on Christmas Eve night. So It took a little bit longer to get home than usual. But anyway, it's still, but yeah, it was awesome. Ed says, I've already seen it. Hee hee. Patreon, baby. Yeah. See, London says Casey's gas station pizza is really good. See, I should not gas station pizza. A lot of you guys are saying it's good. There you go. Live and learn, right? Live and learn. Hey, if I see gas station pizza again and it looks good, I'll get some. I ate the whole thing. At first I was like, oh, I don't know, gas station pizza, but I took one bite. I was like, I'm finishing this. This is delicious. I should have got 2 slices. It was so good. Otherwise, everything else was closed. I was craving like a McDonald's soda so bad, and there were no McDonald's open. I even thought, okay, maybe if I stop at like one of those McDonald's that's like attached to like a gas station, or it's attached to like one of those like big like service plazas, they're gonna be open, right? Even they were closed. I was surprised. Wow, an empty shelf. Oh, what, these? Yeah, I moved some stuff. Anyway, so, yeah, the trip was great. Getting to leave early, and the original plan was leave early and stay with Adriel for a couple days, and then do some hunting in Florida like I usually do, but Adriel's actually, like, in the process of moving out of his house, and I think he's getting his own place now. So it actually ended up not working out. That was the original plan, but plans fell through. And for like a couple days, I was like, oh, I guess I'm just gonna not leave early for Disney. I'll just drive down and meet when I arrive, they'll arrive and whatever. My family will arrive. But I talked to the twins who live in, Josh and Caleb, who live in Georgia. And I was like, hey, I'm driving, I'll be driving through Georgia. Yes, they're off the beaten path. They're not like, I drive like straight, down the kind of coast. They're off to the side a bit, not a little bit more west. But still, I'm not too far. They're not too far away from me, where I'm driving. So I was like, hey, can I stay with you guys for a couple of days? We'll do some hunting. We'll shoot some videos. And they're like, yeah, heck yeah, let's do it. So, I got to stay with Josh and Caleb for like a day and a half, and that was so much fun. I want to do that again. I plan on doing that again. That is definitely something I 100% want to do. So, Josh and Caleb, I don't know, maybe, what is it, like, I don't know when we're going down. I think maybe October. It's either like October or November. We're like up in the air when we're going back down to Disney. It was going to be October, but now we're thinking maybe November, so I don't know. I'll talk to you, Josh and Caleb. I might have to, see about going down a little early and stopping by and doing some more hunting with you guys, and hitting up the flea markets. Oh my gosh, Josh and Caleb had an awesome flea market. Their Goodwills were really good too. But that flea market was awesome. I want to get back out there again. Loved watching the videos with the twins. Oh my gosh. No, I don't remember who. I feel so bad. It's either Josh or Caleb. I'll put a link down. I already put a link to my social media. I'll put a link to both their YouTube channels down in the description of this video later on. But one of them posted oh my gosh, it's driving me nuts. Yeah, stupid twins. I always get confused who does what. Either or Justin Caleb here, I don't know. Either Josh or Caleb posted a video that he did, like a hunting video where I'm in it. So it's almost kind of like behind the scenes almost of that hunting trip. If you like the hunting videos I did with Josh and Caleb, there's one up now. It's kind of almost like behind the scenes. Maybe somebody knows if it was Josh or Caleb. I can't remember who posted it. I feel bad. But yeah, it was so much fun. It was awesome. So yeah, got to do that. Got to hunt with them for like a day and a half. I ended up staying there kind of late on that Monday, and we shot the live stream because I was actually thinking it was Monday, and I was supposed to leave Monday maybe mid-afternoon, and Josh and Caleb were like, "Hey, so what are you gonna do about your live stream?" And I was like, "Oh, I'll be on the road. If I leave now, I'm going to be on the road come 8 o'clock. I don't know what I'm going to do about my live stream." So what ended up happening was I was like, you know what, I'll just stay here and I'll leave late tonight. I'm good with driving at night. Driving during the day puts me to sleep. I don't know if it's the sun. I don't know what it is. I get so bored and so tired and just so sleepy during the day when I'm driving. I don't know why. I think it's more boredom. I don't know, sometimes driving during the day just bores me. And I get so tired. But driving at night, I can drive like all night and like be good. I don't know. Something about the darkness and the driving at night, it keeps me awake and keeps me wanting to go. So I left their house at I think we only went for an hour. So probably by the time I left their house, it was like 9:30, 10. I didn't even arrive into Walt Disney World till 4 o'clock in the morning. And then I said to the guard at the gate of the hotel I was staying at, I was like, oh, I arrived early. I just want to go see if they can check me in maybe early. And they're like, oh, okay, sure, go ahead. And I just went and slept in the parking lot. So, um, Vinny says, did you get any merchandise from Walt Disney World? Clearly, Vinny, you didn't watch my videos. Because if you watched my Disney videos, I show off everything I bought. I bought pins. I got a $200 lightsaber. I bought some pops. I bought a lot of stuff while I was down there. I spent more money down there this trip than I've ever spent before. And we'll get into another reason why that's the case. Yeah, I spent a lot of money on just knickknacks and souvenirs and all kinds of stuff. So, Vinny, go watch my Disney videos. You'll see they're not very long. They're only like what, like 15 minutes tops. I think they're like between 10 and 15 minutes. None of my video, I don't think any of the videos go really, really long. Well, there's a couple I did. I went through this whole thing where I was like, you know what? I'm just going to try to do some like unedited videos. Those went a little bit longer, but I only did a couple of those and then went like right back to doing edited again. I don't know why. I always try to do unedited videos. I don't like them. I mean, there's things about them I do like, but in the end, I always just go back to edited because I kind of like the way the edited videos just work. Just feel better when I watch the edited videos. I don't know. I kind of like them better. I don't know. So, Vinny says, "LOL, sorry. I love watching your regular videos from your Pennsylvania hunting. That's why." CS. Well, go watch Disney videos. They're fun. You get to see me on all kinds of rides and meeting characters and doing all kinds of fun Disney stuff. And I talk about all kinds of cool things. I bought a bunch of cool things. Again, a $200 lightsaber. Check that out. There's a video just like it's called like I think it's called I bought a $200 lightsaber. Check that video out. Whistling Salesman. No, I did not get the Jar Jar shirt. It was in they only had it in white. It wasn't in black. I don't really wear white shirts. I don't like wearing white shirts. So I didn't get it. So I didn't get that, and also the fact that it was from Uniqlo, and I don't know how. I guess I could return that shirt to any Uniqlo. I guess I don't know. I should have asked. We do have a Uniqlo in the mall, like 15 minutes away from me. So so I don't know if I could buy it there and like get home and like try and maybe like wash it. And if it shrinks too much, or I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna wear this anymore, I could just go return it then. I should have asked. I don't know. But anyway, it wasn't in the right color anyway. But the Darth Vader one was black, and I should have bought the Darth Vader one. Oh well. If it's still there when I go down in March, I'll be back down in the beginning of March with the twins. Oh, that's gonna be such a fun week. I'm going down for 1 week to Walt Disney World with Josh and Caleb, just the three of us in Walt Disney World. It's going to be so much fun. We're all going to be like filming videos. It's going to be a blast. London says, I'm pretty sure you always wear black shirts. I do. I always wear black, or at least a dark color. Sometimes I wear like maybe like a dark blue. I'm like Batman. Like I always wear black, or sometimes very, very, very dark blue. Let's say Bohemian says Universal videos were good, even though I'm not a Harry Potter fan, especially the dragon. Bohemian, yeah, I kind of regret that I was doing the unedited video thing during the time I went into Universal. Like I wish I might have to go back to Universal now. Maybe I'll have to do another Universal trip. As much as I was like I'll hold on. As much as I was kind of like anti-Universal, I might have to go back and do another video, this time edited for you guys. But I didn't hate Universal. I wasn't the biggest fan of Islands of Adventure. It just felt like an upgraded Six Flags. I think that's the thought I've always had in my head. Anytime I think of Universal, for some reason, I never think of like Universal. I always think of Islands of Adventure. That's always what I picture. And it's still the same as it was when I was there, like back in 2000. I think it was the last time I was there previous to this trip. It just feels like an amusement park, like an upgraded one. Yeah, an amusement park with lots of money thrown at it. I'll give it that. But it's still like an amusement park. Whereas Universal, that felt more like a Disney theme park. I would say Universal's like, I mean, I still like Disney more, but it's at least like kind of on par with Disney. I thought Universal was pretty cool. I would go back to Universal before I go back to Islands of Adventure, but still, it was cool. I'm Batman. Please do another Universal video, says Punk Nerd. I might. I will see. Yeah, Whistling World, it was really cool. I gotta say though, again, Islands of Adventure has Hogsmeade. Hogsmeade was pretty cool, but it wasn't nearly as good as Diagon Alley, which is over in Universal. Universal's Diagon Alley, in my opinion, was a million times better than Hogsmeade. Like I went into Hogsmeade, I was like, wow, this is really, really cool. And then I went over to Diagon Alley, and I was like, oh, like in comparison, Hogsmeade's garbage. Like, so honestly, it's like Islands of Adventure. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't really need it. But yeah. What's my favorite favorite ride, Sav? Where in? Okay, I'll just do them both. Favorite ride in Walt Disney World is always the Haunted Mansion. Love it, but I have a lot of favorites there. But I'd say Haunted Mansion, favorite attraction in Walt Disney World. Favorite attraction I went on at Universal was actually the new Hagrid like roller coaster. Oh my gosh, that was good. Like I keep saying, I'm like my two, well, the two best. See, I don't contradict myself. Yeah, Haunted Mansion is my favorite attraction. Okay, so that's that. But the best attractions I went on this vacation, was the best one I went on this entire vacation was Rise of the Resistance, Star Wars Rise of the Resistance over in the new Star Wars area, Galaxy's Edge. Oh my gosh, that ride was amazing. I did a video showing it off. I did 2 videos showing off that attraction. It is so good. It is like, I mean, you're in Star Wars. I've been on attractions where it's like, okay, you know, you kind of get the feeling of you're sort of in the world or whatever. No, going on to that attraction, I was like, I'm in Star Wars. Like, it feels like 100% you are in Star Wars. It is amazing. It is so good. And the second best ride I went on, I would say, was the Hagrid roller coaster. It was really, really good. Thumbs up to Universal. It was actually a really, really good attraction. It was awesome. Where are we going? Ed says, if I go to Disney, I want to build a droid. Do you? No, I don't have any interest in building a droid. I built the $200 lightsaber. I'm happy with my lightsaber. I love my lightsaber. I should go get it now. It's hanging up right over there. If you guys want me to get my lightsaber, let me know. Yeah, I built the $200 lightsaber. It was a lot of money, but it was awesome. I got a fun story with that too. So it was really, really awesome. I love it. It was worth it in my opinion. Cause not only are because you can just go and straight up buy, here's the thing. You can buy a replica lightsaber. You can buy like, Han Solo's lightsaber or not Han Solo, Han Solo's lightsaber. What? Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. You can buy Skywalker's lightsaber. You can buy, Kylo Ren's lightsaber, Dooku's lightsaber. You can buy all these, Yoda's lightsaber. You can buy all these different lightsabers from different characters, but at the experience where you build your own, you're customizing your own lightsaber. You choose between I think 4 or 5 different hilts, and then each of those hilts have like a different way you can build it. So you can do all kinds of different ways of putting them together. There's like different sections, and you can choose which sections you want. And you build your own lightsaber. You choose your own kyber crystal, so it's whatever color you want. The guy actually in the video makes a comment about how I built kind of like a dark side hilt. Like my hilt's kind of like a typical dark side, but I'm using a Mace Windu violet kyber crystals. So he's like, oh, throwing them off, I see. And I was like, yeah, that's the idea. I got my, I got the dark side going, oh, okay, he's with us. And then, no, I'm a good guy. So, yeah, so that was a lot of fun. And it's the experience, and not only do you get to build your own custom lightsaber, you're not just getting a replica of somebody else's, you're getting your own custom one, but it's the whole experience of you're in the room where you're building it, and like Yoda talks to you, and it's a really cool thing. It's really awesome. Again, there's a video of it up. It's in the I built a $200 lightsaber video. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. A lot of money, but it's awesome. And everybody's saying go get the lightsaber. I'll get it in a second. Yes. So, unfortunately though, I mean, not for most people, but for me, there's a pin they give you when you get it. Not only do you get a lightsaber, but if you're a Disney pin collector, you get a pin for every hilt you build. So the hilt I chose, I got a certain pin, but the hilt somebody else chose, they chose a different type of hilt. They get a different pin, but you have to wear the pin when you go in. They make you wear it on your shirt, and the reason why they make you wear it is because that's how they can see what hilt kit they need to give you. So it's their way of being like, okay, he chose that hilt kit. Here's your kit. Oh, you choose that one. Here's yours. I get it. It's so they can easily and very quickly get people in and out and give you your proper pieces you need to build with. Unfortunately, mine fell off at some point. I don't know if it was on the attraction or what. I forgot I even had it on. It could have fell off afterwards. I don't know. I was wearing it. I didn't want to be wearing it. I would have taken that pin and immediately put it into my bag so it didn't get lost. But because I had to wear it, they were like, you have to wear it. It fell off at some point. And I was kind of bummed about that. So what I did was I actually took my receipt and I went, actually they didn't even look at my receipt, but I went to customer service in Disney's Hollywood Studios and I said, hey, at some point, maybe on the attraction or whatever, they make you wear that pin. It fell off. Is there a way I can get a new one? And again, I have my receipt in hand and everything. They didn't even look at it. They go, oh, hold on one sec. They go back, they make a few phone calls, lady comes back out, what's your name? I give her my name and she goes back again, comes back out and says, all right, you can head back to the, where you build the lightsaber. They got a pin waiting for you. So that was really nice of them to do. I figured they would. I figured they're not going to be like, oh, you just gave us $200 and you lost like this, this pin that probably cost us a nickel to make. No, you're out of luck. I figured they wouldn't do that. I assumed they were going to give me a new one and they did. That was very nice of them to do. So that was awesome. Yeah. Saul Rise of Skywalker was the best of the new trilogy, says Punk Nerd. Wow, you are, I think, in the minority with that. I've not seen it yet, but I have no doubt I'm going to love it. A lot of people, even my brother was like, oh, I didn't like the new Star Wars. A lot of people were saying they didn't like it. I haven't seen it yet, but I've liked all, what, is it 10 now? No, not 11 now, right? Well, I've looked at the 10 Star Wars movies I've seen, not including, the Clone Wars animated movie, and not including the Ewok movies, the actual real, movies. Seeing those, I've liked all 10. So I've no reservations as to whether or not I'm gonna like 11. I know I am. I'm gonna love it. So I'm pumped. All right. So that was that. Built the lightsaber. Oh, I'll go get it. Hold on one second. Here it is. Oh, sorry, shaking the table. There we go. You guys want to see it? So, oh yeah, look at that. So I chose, I believe it was power and strength. I think that was what it was. My hilt is power and strength, and it's technically like the dark side hilt. And then I chose the Mace Windu Violet Kyber Crystal. So I can actually I can take this apart, and you can actually put a different Kyber Crystal in it. So if I wanted to get a green Kyber Crystal and have a green blade instead, I could do that. I just go and buy a new Kyber Crystal. Don't know how much they cost, but I could buy a new one, pop it in there, and now I got a green lightsaber. Or if I want, they have like yellow, and which I think is the yellow one. You can't get yellow when you're building it, but you can buy it separately. I think there's another color you can buy separately too, maybe. I forget, but I think you can do like blue, red, green, purple. I think that's the 3 you can do it in the actual, when you're actually building it. And you can buy extra ones, which is cool. So, awesome. There we go. It makes noises too. How awesome is that? I love it. And now I don't want to break it. I'm so scared. Just stay. Don't fall. I'm not turning the lights off. Go watch the video, guys. Go watch the video titled, I think it's titled I Built a $200 Lightsaber. And in that video, I built the lightsaber at nighttime. My reservation was during the night. So when I'm talking about it, I'm literally standing outside with the full-size replica of the Millennium Falcon behind me, and I'm there showing it off. So go check that video out. It's in the dark. It's lit up beautifully. It's awesome. Is it heavy? Yes. This is metal. This is not a plastic hilt. This is actual like metal. Do I have any coins? I do have coins. It's an actual metal hilt. So it's solid. It's got some weight to it. It's not a light lightsaber. So Sav says it's a good video. Were you able to go in the Millennium Falcon? Yeah. Again, look, do you people watch my videos? London, yes. I was inside the Millennium Falcon. I show it off in 2 different videos. So yes, yes. All right. Are you going to watch Cats the movie? I will eventually. I'll probably buy it at some point. I'm curious about it. It's piqued my interest. I'll probably buy it when it's like, when I find it for $5 on Blu-ray. I'll buy it. So probably not for a while. Vinny keeps asking about Spies in Disguise. I don't know what that is. So no. Were there dark lightsabers like in the Mandalorian? Says Jake. I've never seen the Mandalorian, so I don't know. Oh, geez. Brian says, what's my favorite food at the park? Wow. I mean, just like, see, that depends, because you can go to like fancy restaurants and get like really good food. That steak I had from Chef de France, oh my gosh, that was an amazing steak. I want to go back and get another one of those steaks. It was only like $32, which I know, honestly, I mean, here's the thing. For like a steak at a fancy restaurant, $32 is actually not that bad. I mean, I wouldn't want to eat it every night because, I mean, I could eat it every night. It was delicious, but I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to spend $32 every night. But maybe like once or twice a trip, I would spend $32 on a delicious steak. Heck yeah. I mean, as long as the steak is as good as it was the last time, I will do that every trip. So, yeah, that steak was so good. The frites, though, which are, French fries, what they call French fries in France, they were horrible. I was so bummed. That is the only thing I was bummed about. The steak was amazing. And they're like, oh, it's steak with frites. And I'm like, okay, cool. And they're like little like shoestring French fries. They really weren't even crispy. I was so disappointed in them. I'd much rather have like steak fries or something like that. Or I don't know, something. I got fries from somewhere when I was down there. I can't remember where it was, but they had like seasoning on them and they were so good. And I was like, why weren't these the fries of the restaurant? These are amazing. They were like steak fries with seasoning, and I don't know what the seasoning was, but they were really, really good. I was like, man, these with that steak would have been so awesome. Or, you know what? Get rid of the frites and just give me a baked potato. Oh, that would have been awesome. Not a thing though. So anyway, but the steak was good. So I would say the steak. But if you're talking just like a sit down, or not sit down, a quick service restaurant, like where you just walk up to the counter, get your food, go sit down and eat in the cafeteria style and leave. I honestly really like the ABC commissary. I can talk. Because they had like legitimate like chicken fingers with the cocktail sauce, and they were so good. Most other times they have like chicken nuggets, like they're I mean they're not your crappy your shape of dinosaur chicken nuggets. They're like legitimate chunks of breaded chicken, so they're legitimate chicken nuggets. Which is why they taste really good with cocktail sauce. But I'd rather have an actual like chicken finger with cocktail sauce. So I love that place. I ate there a couple of times just because they had chicken fingers and cocktail sauce. So good. J Lou, are you going to open up a retail store? No plans at the moment. In fact, there was a little store up the street that I had been like thinking about. I'm like, I wonder what the cost of that store is, like to rent. And while I was away, somebody started renting it. I actually drove past it. I think it was like Friday night. I drove past it, and there was a lit up closed sign in the window. So I pulled into the shopping center. I was like, what? And yeah, sure enough, there's like a sign in the window and stuff for some like hair store. And I was like, so, so I don't know. We'll see. Maybe someday. No plans at the moment. I don't need to at the moment. At the moment I'm doing fine. Just selling online, but who knows? Hugo says he's eating pizza while watching me talk about food. All right. Are you going to get a display case for your lightsaber? No, Sav. I have it just hanging up in the rafters, on the rafter shelf, or it's hanging up on the rafters. There's a picture of it. Again, social media. You guys are slacking, man. Not watching my videos, not checking out my social media. London wants to know when I got home. It was last Thursday. All right. What else? My friend and I came across a 2-story video rental shop the other day. It was crazy. That's awesome. Oh, it says wet movie. Nice. That's, where was that at? That sounds awesome. I want to check that out. Yeah. So, okay. So, okay. We talked about the The $200 lightsaber. Again, this thing's awesome. Disney's got to be making a fortune off these. There were so many people with these down there. I love it. All right, Mr. Will brings up the next thing. Oh, Whistling Salesman says not a fan of steak fries. To each their own. Who's that? No, Mr. Will. He says, becoming a DVC member, epic way to end 2019. And Wet Movie says he will have a video up sooner or later about the 2-story rental store he found. So that's awesome. So I'll be watching that. Will you guys be watching that? You should. If you don't already if you don't already subscribe to Wet Movie, go check out his videos and his YouTube channel. It's just Wet Movie 1. So, all right. Anyway, so where are we at? I don't know. Oh yeah, sorry. I'm trying to like talk and read what everybody's saying. I have been watching Brendan's videos for a long time now. Yeah, me too. What Movie says my Disney videos were fun. Thank you very much. Glad you liked them. Minus the unedited videos. I still regret doing unedited videos while I was in Disney. I won't ever do that again. Big ideas. I don't know how long the battery in the lightsaber lasts. In fact, I got to figure out how you take the battery out because I kind of want to take them out so they don't corrode. So I gotta figure out how to do that. Jay, why don't I hang out with Stephanie anymore? Which Stephanie? Pink hair or black hair? Pink hair, Stephanie, lives in Maryland, so I don't really see her all that often. There was a little bit there where, like, for a few months, we were hanging out a bunch, and that's only because we were doing a lot of conventions together. It just sort of happened to work out that way. Plus, I went down to Maryland to go check out one of her flea markets while I was down there. So it just sort of worked out that for like a little bit there, we were seeing each other a lot. And then, but again, she lives like 3.5 hours away. So it's kind of hard for us to get together. Black hair, Stephanie, we still hang out. It's just, I've been busy the last, it's been getting cold out. So I haven't been going to like Jake's or anything, cause Jake's is closed until, the spring. And then I was getting ready for Disney. So I've just been really busy, with over the last, few weeks or last like 2 months I've been super busy, so we'll be getting together again. In fact, I think we shot something not too long at or right before I left. Didn't we shoot something? I forget. Anyway, hey, Bradshaw Studio with a $5 super chat. Hello, I see you're back. Yes, I am. Movie Hunter says all the lightsabers I have, the batteries are in the bottom of the hilt. Base plate, yeah, the base plate comes out like. It all screws off. I'm sure the batteries are down there somewhere. I don't know. They're probably in here somewhere. I'll look it up online. I don't want to break it, so I'll look it up online to see where the. Can I get this back on now? There we go. I'll look it up online to see where they are, and we'll figure it out. Anyway, so what I really want to talk about now, I know it's been like 5 minutes now. DVC, which is Disney Vacation Club. This Disney Vacation Club, the best way to describe it is like a timeshare, but it's also not. It's a Disney timeshare, which means it's not like your typical timeshare. It's like, it's different. I don't know. I don't know how to get into it without making this video like 4 hours long, me trying to describe exactly what I mean. What I mean by this, but it's kind of Disney's version of a timeshare. So it's not your typical timeshare. It's different, but I think like in the eyes of the government or whatever, it's a timeshare because, whatever. Yeah. Before Joey Baseball calls it a scam. Anyway, so this is something we've been wanting to do for a while now. In fact, when we went down, I think it was like, I don't think it was our honeymoon. I think it was we got married in 2010. It was our honeymoon was in 2010. I think it was in 2011 when we went, Landon, I won't be doing any reviews this video. Sorry. When we went down in 2011, we knew we were going to start going down all the time. We went down 2010 for our honeymoon. Sorry, for our honeymoon, we went down 2010 and we loved it. We had such a fun time in Disney. We went down the very next year, and at that point, we're like, all right, this is going to be a yearly thing for us. So we looked into DVC to see how much it would be to join, and at that point in time, We had just gotten married. I was just working a 9 to 5. I wasn't making any money really off cinema, very little money off Cinema Sickness. I didn't have the store. I was just making, a couple bucks off my, he has, so I'm trying to read what you guys are saying. So I'm making a couple bucks like off of my videos and whatnot. I didn't have a bunch of subscribers yet. We were moving into a new house. So there's all this stuff that was an issue. I didn't have a bunch of money on me to blow on DVC. Now, with DVC, you don't have to just give them money. You can also finance it. But the issue is, once you finance it, it doesn't make sense to join because we looked into financing it, and it was like it was pointless. We would be spending so much more money than it didn't make sense. We might as well just stay in the value resorts at that point. It would make no sense for us to finance it because the interest would kill the deal. It would just destroy it. So we really wanted to join it. We just didn't have the money at the time. So, we keep talking about it and talking about it and talking about it. And when we were down there this time, we actually stopped. I forget. I can't remember why. Maybe I was checking out his pins. My nose itches. Like I breathed in some like dust or something. Maybe I was checking out his pins or on his lanyard or something. For some reason, I started talking to a DVC cast member, and he's like, "Oh, have you ever checked out DVC before?" He's like, the spiel. Where are you guys from? Do you guys come down a lot? And we're like, yeah, Pennsylvania. We come down like at least once, twice a year. Oh, well, have you ever thought about DVC? And at that point, my wife and I kind of looked at each other and we're like, wow, we haven't checked this out in like 8, 9 years. We haven't really looked into DVC. Let's just out of curiosity. We had no plans on joining. But it was more out of curiosity. Well, let's see some of the updated rooms and whatnot and where we could stay, because things have changed over the years. Also, what's the price point now? Has it gone up a lot? Is it way out of my price range? Maybe it hasn't gone up that much. Maybe it's still the same. So, like, we were curious. So we set up an appointment to go talk to somebody and go look at some of the DVC rooms and whatnot. And we ended up sitting down. He's like, all right, here's what you need, and everything. We're like, hey, it's all like a point-based system. You're buying points to stay places. Pastor Muppet says he's reviewing his hilt and DVC. Take it and enjoy it. That's right, Pastor Muppets. Jay asked that later. I'll try to get into that. We needed to buy enough points that we could come down for 2 years, come down for 2 weeks every single year. And we were a little worried about that because we're like, oh, how much is that going to cost? Two full weeks in Walt Disney World every single year? What is it going to cost to buy that much points? And it actually turns out it wasn't that bad. It did go up from, it went up like $6,000 from like the previous time, like 8 or 9 years ago when we first looked into it. It did go up in price, but again, not that much. But here's the catch. Here is why, and it's a good catch. Here's why we really wanted to join. We go down every year. We're going to go down every year. We're not going to not go down every single year. We love Disney. We're huge fans of it. I love it. My son loves it. My wife loves it. We love going to Walt Disney World. We're Walt Disney World nuts. So it's going to happen. So what joining DVC does for us is we're basically paying the same... I'm going to explain this as good as I think I explained this badly in the video where I did talking about it. We're paying the same amount that we would be right now. Like if you took 2019 prices for their value resorts, which are like, Disney's more cheaper resorts. They have value, moderate, and deluxe. Value are kind of their cheapy resorts. Moderate are, they're pretty nice. They're a bit of a step up, and then deluxe are like, yeah, top of the line, like, oh, like you're staying in a palace. They're awesome. So, oh my gosh, my nose is getting all stuffy. The batteries are on the back of the part. You can see it after screwing off. Okay. Oh, apparently Geriatric Geek says the batteries are on the back. All right, thank you. I will get that. So anyways, so I know I keep getting off track. So we're basically paying 2019 value resort prices for the next 34 years to instead stay-in deluxe resorts. So basically, I just handed over all at one time my my payments are like, basically we bought a vacation. We bought a 2-week vacation every year for the next 34 years for the value resort prices, but instead of staying in the value resort prices, or instead of staying in the value resorts, we're going to be staying in the fancy pants deluxe resorts now. They're big, awesome palace resorts. They're so nice and beautiful. I've always wanted to stay in them, and now I get to. It's going to be so cool. And we're locked into those 2019 prices. So in 2020, when they boost up the prices for their value resorts, in 2021 when the prices go up, 2022 when the prices go up, and up and up and up and up and up, come 34 years from now, they're 10 times what they were in 2019. We're still paying that 2019 price. There are people, they were talking to us, there are people who like joined DVC right when it first opened, when like staying at a resort, like one of the big fancy pants hotels costs like under $100 a night, and they're still paying those prices. I'm like, oh my gosh, how cool would that have been in like, I forget, was it the 80s or whatever? I forget when DVC became a thing, but how cool would it have been to like have bought into DVC right when they first opened, and now in like, 2019, you're still paying like under $100 to stay at like the Grand Floridian or something like that. Like, oh my God, that would be amazing. But anyway, so that's why we wanted to join, because it makes sense. It's actually, it's saving us money in the long run. Plus we get like discounts and stuff. There are other benefits. There's a DVC lounge. There's other things they do. In fact, when we go down, when the twins and I go down in March, there's a whole night where it's only for DVC members to go into the park. That's going to be awesome. I've seen videos on that. The parks are like dead. So hopefully I can get you have to make reservations for it. I should be able to, but hopefully I can get into that. And the twins and I can go to Magic Kingdom one night while we're down there together, and just go on everything, and like probably multiple times, not have to wait in any lines because everything's just a walk on. They give you like free food while you're there as well. It's so cool. So there's all kinds of benefits. And again, we get to stay in the big fancy pants deluxe resorts, which my son is really looking forward to. And so am I, because I love those resorts. So yeah, so it's going to be so much fun. It made so much sense. It's not that we never wanted to do this. It's not like we were ever like, oh, do we really want to join DVC? Is it worth it? We always 100% knew it was worth it. We actually knew we were technically wasting money every single year by not being DVC members. It was stupid for us not to join. We just didn't have the money. That's the issue. I wanted to be able to just be like, here you go, here's the money, and not finance it, because if we financed it, then we were wasting money. Then we were spending too much money. It didn't make sense. We should just stay in the value resorts. So it's awesome. We can't wait. We're so pumped. I cannot wait until our October, November, whenever we go down trip, because we're gonna stay in one of the nice fancy hotels. It's gonna be so much fun. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, did I explain that correctly? If you guys have any more questions about DVC, please ask. I'll do my best to describe it. Marco says, wow, just watching your channel and now you're live. Yes, every Monday at 8 o'clock I go live. I usually go maybe like 2 hours. We'll see how long I go today. I'm by myself. So when I'm by myself, it's kind of just how long I can go without my voice dying. But normally when I'm with like, one of the crew members, we'll go like to like 10. Oh, Marco says he's new to me today. Thank you, Marco, for watching. I'm curious, what video brought you to my channel? I'm curious what made you find me, and what was it, a certain video? I'm really curious to know that. Pedro says, so you're saying you paid yada yada up front. New subscriber, by the way, like the videos. Oh, Pedro's also a new subscriber. Marco says my CD collection. I did a video on my CD collection. Oh, I forgot I even did that. Maybe I should do that again. It's very much different now. It wasn't quite, Pedro, it wasn't quite that much. It was around that much though. Or no, wait, no, it wasn't that much. I'm sorry. No, it was a lot less than that actually. Okay, here, I forgot also about the DVC. Yes, you have to pay. There's an annual fee you have to pay every single year. So you got to pay like, X amount of money either up front or finance it. And then every year for the next 34 years, you do have to pay an annual fee. But that's easy to come up with. I can pay, my wife and I can pay, in fact, my wife says she's going to take care of it. She was like, okay, you pay the initial X amount up front, I'll take care of the, the annual fees afterwards. That's how we kind of like, split it between us as a couple. coming up with the annual fees, X amount of dollars per year. It's not that much. X amount of dollars per year. That's easy to do. It was just coming up with the money up front. But no, Pedro, it wasn't. Pedro says, so you're saying you paid $68,000 up front. No, I did not pay $68,000. That would have been a lot of money. I paid a lot of money. It wasn't cheap, but it was maybe about half that. it was about half that I paid up front. Do you remember the PBS documentary on amusement parks, Dave? I have it on VHS. It's great. James, I have it too. I agree. It's awesome. I have it. It's really good. Marco says he loves the Spice Girl poster behind me. Thank you. These are all Spice Girl DVDs and VHS, and then the CDs behind me are all Spice Girl CDs. it's my my cinematic Spice Girl collection. I have a lot of Spice Girl memorabilia, like the dolls and posters and books and the Chupa Chup tin containers, all kinds of awesome Spice Girl stuff. I just know where to put it. It's in bins upstairs, unfortunately. But anytime I'm at a flea market and I come across something Spice Girls I don't have and it's for a good price, I have to buy it, even though unfortunately it only goes into a tub. One day I'll figure out a way to display them, hopefully. Pedro says, sounds nice. Thinking of taking my little brother in 2020 to Disney World? Yeah, do it. It's so much fun. Punk Nerd, yes, I did watch my Scott in the 90s Blu-ray. I watched it Friday. Like the day after I got home, I watched it. It was awesome. It was so good. I should do a review of it at some point. Yes, Movie Hunter, I do have a Spice Girl bike. Yes, they made a Spice Girl bike back in the 90s, and I have one. It's up in the shed. That I definitely don't have anywhere to put down here. It's huge, but it's awesome. Julianne says he doesn't really see anything in the theaters. Who's she talking to? Austin. Oh, have you seen the new Star Wars? No. Star Wars is one of those things where it's like I kind of would go see it in the theaters, but at this point I'm like, I don't know. We'll see. It's not that I don't want to go see stuff in the theaters. Well, I kind of don't. I don't mind. Okay, I really want to see Star Wars. So would I go see in the theaters? Yes. But if it's a movie I'm like, I don't have to see that. I'll just wait for it on DVD or Blu-ray. But I'll probably still end up waiting for Star Wars anyway, just because. I don't know. At this point, I'll probably just wait. Marco says, what? A bike? Yeah, there's a video on that too somewhere. If anybody knows knows what the title of that video is, leave it in here. I don't have I don't believe you can leave links in the chat, but if you know the title of the video where I get the Spice Girl bike, leave it in here. Because then he could look it up by just typing that into the search bar. Because I don't remember what it is. I do a video every single day. I don't remember the names of my videos anymore. Bohemian, yeah, oh my gosh, yes. I'm waiting for Funko to come out with Spice Girl pops. I hope someday. I hope. Now that I'm collecting pops. Ugh, I can't believe I'm saying that. Now that I'm buying some pops. I'm not going too crazy, but now that I'm buying some pops, yeah, I want Spice Girl ones. That'd be awesome. I hope someday they come out with those. Punk Nerd says you can put links in unless you blocked it. I don't think I blocked it. Maybe I didn't realize it. I don't know. Try it. Try putting in the link if you guys know. Brad Shaw with a $2 super chat says, "Hey, don't forget the Laserdisc. Yes, there's also a Spice Girl Laserdisc up there. You're right. That I had to go through like a weird way to get. I couldn't find this online anywhere. For a good price. People on eBay had it for $100 for the Spice Girl Laserdisc. I was like, no. But I found some little rinky-dink website I have never heard of, and I bought it. And I'm like, well, my credit card's probably going to get hacked. I probably shouldn't have bought something off this website. It seemed so shady. And I was like, oh man. I try to usually buy off reputable websites, or at least a site that looks reputable. This site did not look reputable at all. And I'm like, oh man. But I really wanted a Laserdisc, so I bought it, and they sent it to me, and everything worked out fine. So, Marcus says can't see it. Oh, yeah, it's right. There you go. It's right there. There you go. So I'm like, ooh, right there. That's a Spice Girl. I'd pull it out, but I don't want everything to fall over. So Disney. Anything else to talk about? Got my lightsaber. Awesome. Join DVC. That's amazing. Yeah, that's about it. It was a really fun trip. It was kind of a weird trip. We just sort of we kind of realized also with DVC, we're doing things a little bit differently with our trips now. We used to for years just, it was get up and go. Get up at rope drop, which is when the park opens, stay till the park closes. That was what we did. And then when we started to have, when we had Sean, at first we were still kind of doing that, and then gradually we've slowed down a bit. Where now we're sleeping in a bit more. We're at the resorts a bit more than we used to. Resort literally used to just be okay, this is where we sleep. That's it. So we don't really care that we don't care that we're staying in a value resort. That's not to make the value resorts sound bad. The value resorts are very nice. All Disney resorts are really nice, except for sports. Don't stay at All-Star Sports because it's a very sports-heavy crowd. It's not fun. Cool story about that. I won't get into it. I've already done a video on it. But we actually stayed there for 2 days, and they upgraded us to a moderate resort because things were not going so well at that resort. And I very politely and calmly talked to a manager and asked to get the heck out of that resort because it was a crazy house. It was insane. Anyway. But yeah, all the resorts are really nice. So I'm not saying the value resorts are bad. They're not. They're really nice. I'd still be happy staying in a value resort, but now we get to stay in the nice deluxe resorts. And why was I getting on that topic? I don't remember now. I already forget. Oh yeah. So we used to stay in the value resorts, because it was just a place to sleep. That's it. We didn't need a nice fancy pants hotel. We were just going there to sleep, maybe get some food at the cafeteria, go into the parks. That was it. But now we've slowed down a bit more, and we are spending more time at the resorts. So the fact that we get to spend that time at one of the nice, big, beautiful, fancy resorts that have things going on, all kinds of activities for kids. I mean, we can spend time at the resorts and have just as much fun as we would be in the parks. So it also made sense for us on that perspective as well. Jay, I've already said what my favorite food to eat at Disney was. I just said it was as far as a quick service meal was concerned, I still like the ABC commissary, where I can just get the chicken fingers and cocktail sauce. But man, that steak I got, again, from Chef de France, I got a steak. Oh, it was so good. I want to get it again. I'm like drooling just thinking about eating another one of those steaks. It was awesome. Sav, yes, Sean still does want to remake Home Alone. And that horrible live stream I did, man, using Disney Wi-Fi to do a live stream doesn't work so well. So, yeah. The live stream that live stream from last Monday's up. You guys haven't seen it, go check it out. It's not my favorite. Zero, will I ever live stream earlier? Probably not, because of the time in which my son goes down to bed. I usually do this after I put him down to bed. And on top of that, if I want to have guests over, I want to have Rick over or Joe over, whoever over, earlier doesn't really work for them because they got families too. They got, they got to get home from work. They got dinner to eat. They got things to do. So that's why 8 o'clock is usually when I do it. I know some of you guys who live overseas, it's pretty late for you guys. I apologize, but it's just that 8 o'clock, Eastern time is kind of perfect for me. It might change someday, but as of right now, I have no plans to change it. Hannah says, now that you are back, are you going to do media hunting videos again? No. Of course I am. So I've actually shot to. I guess you're not a Patreon. For only $1 a month. That's it. $1 a month, $12 a year. You can be a patron. For Cinema Sickness, I believe it's patreon.com/Cinema Sickness. For only $1, you can get early access to my videos. I have 2 hunting videos up. I shot a hunting video yesterday and one today. They're already up, available for patrons to watch. I put my videos up early. So my videos are literally up days early for people. So sometimes, like for instance, when I was in Walt Disney World, I had videos that were up like a week ahead of time. People were watching my videos like a week in advance. So if you want to see my videos early before everybody else does, it's only going to cost you $1, and it helps me out too. That $1 goes towards funding the videos. I put it back into the videos. The more I can make all of my videos, the bigger and better my videos can be. 2020. One of the things I really want to do is travel more. I want to get out of my comfort zone, which is the area I'm living in. I want to go other places. I want to go explore. I mean, maybe just starting with, the surrounding area at least of Pennsylvania. Maybe go up north Pennsylvania, out west Pennsylvania, out towards Pittsburgh, up towards, Erie, like go hit up some of those places and do like weekend hunting trips or something like that. I want to do more stuff like that. Because right now, I will travel like an hour or two from where I live, but that's usually kind of like where I go. I usually travel like an hour or two away. That's as far away as I go. I want to go further than that. I want to do bigger and better stuff. It's just, I got gas, I got family, there's all kinds of stuff I got to worry about. With going away, I'm gonna have to get a hotel room if I stay somewhere probably. So it's things like that I got to worry about. And if I can't afford to do it, I got to stick close to home. So anyway. $1. All right. Leanne says, how much does a membership you got to Disney cost? It wasn't cheap. Again, I'm not going to give away numbers. I already kind of sort of did earlier. I said it was half of something, a number somebody else threw out. But look at it this way. Again, I have paid for every trip for the next 34 years. So put that into perspective. All at one time, I paid for a trip for every single year, a Disney trip for every single year for the next 34 years. I paid all up front for that. So yeah. Again, I don't want to give away the exact numbers, but you can kind of figure it out. It's it's not as expensive as I'm sure most of you guys are thinking. Because here's the thing, Disney trips, people are always like, oh, I can't go to Disney. It's going to cost $9 million. It's not. If you plan your trip outright, you stay at the right resorts, you go down at the right time of year, you eat properly in the sense that you're not spending tons of money going to like the fancy restaurants. It's not that expensive. Like even flights down there. I mean, I've looked into going to like the Outer Banks for like a long weekend, and it was going to cost like 6 times as much as it would for me to go down to Walt Disney World for 2 weeks. There are ways to make Disney not very expensive. I don't understand people say like, oh, it's going to cost me like 10 grand to go to Disney. I'm like, what Disney you going to? Disneyland maybe. Disneyland's expensive. We're going to go though. But I'll get into that maybe. But Disneyland, going out there is expensive. Everything out in California is expensive. Their ticket prices are more expensive. The hotels are more expensive. The flights are more expensive. Everything out there is like 50 times as much as it is in Florida. So honestly, it's not that expensive. So again, the price I paid for the DVC, it's actually not that high. Yes, it's a lot of money up front, but all things considered, for what I'm getting, it wasn't that crazy. Voice is starting to go already. So we'll see. Jim says Sean's college fund right into the mouse's hand. I paid for my college, so why can't Sean pay for his? We'll see. But Sean's not going to be going to college for he's in kindergarten right now. I got plenty of time to save up more money for Sean to go to college, so don't worry about that. I've saved up quite a bit of money in the last 10 years. So by the time he's ready to go to college, in 12 years from now, whatever, I'll be good. I'll be back up there. OPI says, damn, sounds like YouTube is paying Dave really well. YouTube's only a little bit. Here's the thing, cinema sickness, because I've had people like, I don't know how you're making a living off YouTube. You only have so many subscribers. There's no way you're doing it. Cinema sickness is what I'm making money off of, not YouTube. Cinema sickness is YouTube, it's Patreon, it's t-shirt sales, it's the store, it's doing conventions, it's a whole lot of stuff all roped into one. I have a sheet, or like a spreadsheet at the end of every single month I have to put together to show my sales and where my money's coming in from, so the government can see it come tax season. And there's a whole list of things where my money comes from. There's all kinds of different brackets. There's the store, there's how much Patreon gave me, there's how much I made from t-shirt sales, there's how much I made from YouTube, there's how much I made from this and that and that and that and that, and it all adds up at the end of the month to equal hopefully enough that I can pay bills and whatnot. And so far it's been working out, knock on wood. But yeah, cinema sickness is a whole big thing. It's not just YouTube. YouTube's only part of cinema sickness. So So yeah, hopefully, I would love to get to the point where I still want to, I'm still going to do all that stuff. I'm not going to get rid of t-shirts. I'm not going to get rid of the store. I'm not going to get rid of all that stuff. But I would love for it to get to the point where I'm making enough off YouTube that I can just be like, if everything else failed, I'd still be good with YouTube. That'd be great. Hopefully someday. We'll see. Sorry. Zero. Will I have a second kid in 2020? No. We are a one and done family. No interest in having a second child whatsoever. Where are we at? What does my wife do? She has a job. I don't want to get into what my wife does. I actually, it's funny, when I worked my 9-to-5 job, my wife's job paid better. My wife was making more money than me when I worked a standard 9-to-5 job. And then when I started doing cinema sickness full time, now I actually make more than my wife does. So that's fun. Yes, James, I've seen Captain Marvel. It was a good movie. I liked it. Somebody asked earlier where I met my wife. I remember them asking that. I met her on MySpace. For those of you who remember MySpace, we actually did go to school together. I did not know her. She was a freshman when I was a senior, so I didn't even know she existed. When we went to school together for like that 1 year. But what I was doing on MySpace, you were able to, I guess you can do it on Facebook too. I don't know. I don't really use Facebook anymore. But I know on MySpace, you used to be able to look people up. You used to look people up by your class. So I could say like, oh, class of yada yada, school yada yada, and it would show everybody who I graduated with who happens to be on MySpace at the time. So I was like, okay, I was friends with you, I was friends with you, I was friends with you, and I was adding all these people as friends, and I was like, okay, I was friends with people who were a grade younger than me, so I was adding all those. My brother was 2 years younger than me in school, so I knew some of his friends, so I was adding some of his friends, and I even went, you know what, I wonder if I knew any freshmen. Probably not, but I'll check. And I was going through, and I'll be honest, I saw the picture of my wife and thought, wow, that girl is really pretty. So I'm just like, not thinking anything of it. I just sort of added her, and we started talking, and we hung out one day. We went on like a date. I took her to Hershey Park, which is, again, we love our theme parks. I took her to Hershey Park, which is a big amusement park, roller coasters and all kinds of stuff. We went there and had a great day together and hit it off, and basically became a couple after that. And many years later, we got married, and now it's been like in the teen years. We've been married for almost 10 years now, so that's crazy. So yeah, so it's been a long time. Like I said, we just kind of met on a whim, just because I was like, she's kind of cute. I'll friend you on MySpace. Never thinking we'd actually start talking. So anyway, so that's how I met my wife. Troy says, I like the collection room updates. You got one coming in 2020. Yes, I need to do one. I still have when I did the purge and moved everything around, there's still like a bunch of little things I never got done down here. It's just stupid stuff. It's like everything's moved around. It's just, there's little tiny things I got to do, and I really want to get that done before I do an update. So I need to really just bunker down over the next couple months and get all that stuff taken care of so I can do an update video for you guys. So yes, in 2020, I don't know when, but at some point you will get a new library tour. Bohemian says, I don't think Facebook does that. I wish Facebook did, so you can go and chat with some friends from school. Wasn't Facebook all about like school at one point? Like you had to like be in a school to be on Facebook, and now they don't do that. That's weird. Sav says, what are you doing for New Year's? That's what I'm doing. I'm sitting right here, probably watching TV or watching a movie or watching YouTube. I have no plans. I don't do anything for New Year's. I don't drink. I don't like parties. I don't like garbage music. So yeah, I have no plans on really doing anything. I don't do that kind of stuff. That kind of thing, no interest. Unless maybe some way I could turn it into like a YouTube video. Punk says, fireworks, eating soda. I don't have any fireworks, although apparently I can get them in Pennsylvania now. When I did a quick little video at south of the border, I mentioned, oh yeah, in Pennsylvania you can't really get fireworks. We have sparklers and snakes and nitro snappers. That's it. And then somebody was like, no, dude, like a year ago they lifted the ban, so I can get like all kinds of cool fireworks out of Pennsylvania. I didn't know that, so kind of looking forward to 4th of July this year. I'm gonna buy some fireworks. I had no idea that was something you could do. I did not know that. So yeah, I'm gonna probably buy some fireworks on 4th of July. And shoot them all for Sean. Looking forward to that. Ryan says, does my wife ever come down to hang out on the couch? Yes, she does. We watch movies down here together. In fact, right before we went to Disney World, we watched all the Star Wars movies. Not the newest one, obviously, that wasn't out yet. But we watched all the Star Wars movies, all 10 movies we watched, because she wanted to get caught up. She hadn't seen all of them. She had seen most of them, but it had been, she's seen like the original trilogy like years ago, and she'd seen some of the newer ones, sporadically here and there as they were coming out. So she wanted to get like all caught up watching them all back to back. So for like a couple weekends in a row, we just marathoned them all so she could get caught up. And I'm always down for marathoning the Star Wars movies. Sounds good to me. So she wanted to get caught up for Galaxy's Edge, the new Star Wars section of Disney's Hollywood Studios they have down there. So, she wasn't completely out of the loop and kind of knew who some characters were and maybe, what was going on and what droid was what and what ship was what and stuff like that. So if that couch could talk. That would be, no, not this couch. That'd be my old futon that was up in my old bedroom upstairs. If that I don't have that futon anymore, but if it was still talking. Sav says he's going out for New Year's and he'll have a drink for me because I don't drink. Thank you, Sav. James says, anybody remember the Flintstones? Who doesn't remember the Flintstones? Of course, Flintstones are great. Classics. I was gonna say I had the whole series somewhere. I don't think I could see it from here. Somewhere over there, in F. I don't know. I don't have that cool box set though. It looks like I think like a Stone TV. I should get that. I just have them all the seasons individually. Zero says yabba dabba doo. So I think I kind of covered everything with Disney, right? I don't think there's anything else I wanted to talk about. I guess I could also talk about the fact that I've changed my logo and stuff around. What do you guys think of my Sav? I remember Super Ted. Yeah. What do you guys think of my new logo? Do you guys like it? I changed that the other day. I was just kind of bored and wanted to change it. Oh boy, there's Joey. You bought that scam timeshare? Keep it up, Joey. Keep it up. James says, I love your new logo. It fits your style. Thank you. The thing with the logo is this year in 2020, I not only do I want to branch out, I kind of need to branch out. I have no plans on not doing hunting videos. Don't worry about that. I want to make sure you guys, Son of King says your new logo is badass to say the least. Thank you. New logo is cool. Thank you. Anyway, what? George Clooney sliding down Dinosaur and Batman. Oh, Batman and Robin. Look at the photos. Yeah. Everybody seems love the new logo. Zero says I miss your old CS intro. Which one? The one with the TV? No, I'm not gonna do that anymore. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So I need to branch out. So again, I have no plans on not doing hunting videos. Don't worry about that. 90% of my videos are still going to be me out hunting for movies. That is my bread and butter. You guys like those videos. That's why a majority of you people watch my videos. They're the videos that make the most money. They're the videos that get the most views. I also have to because I run, the Cinemastic, the store. I got to buy things for the store. I, of course, want to buy things for my collection. I'm always hunting not only for Cinemastic this, I'm hunting just for myself in general. So I have no plans on not doing hunting videos. Hunting videos, as of now, will always be my majority videos I do. Like 90% of what you see will be hunting videos. However, I also realized that as the years progress, it's going to get more and more difficult for me to find movies. Stores are starting to get rid of movies. I mean, look at Targets. Targets, like it's now like a row of movies. That's it. You go into Best Buy, they don't even have any movies anymore. They got rid of, like the movie section is gone now, which is insane. So it's going to get harder and harder for me to find movies. Thrift stores, if they're not making money off movies, they're going to stop carrying them. I remember years ago, thrift stores used to carry VHS. I'd go into a thrift store, there'd be a wall full of VHS tapes. Now, stores don't do that because nobody's buying them. The VHS are just sitting there on the shelf collecting dust. People are still buying DVDs and Blu-rays, sure. Nobody was buying the VHS. Thrift stores stopped selling them. It's going to get to the point where as streaming comes along, even thrift stores are going to stop selling DVDs and Blu-rays. I know, it's going to happen eventually. So, what that means is that, I will still always be able to, I have no doubt I'm going to always be able to find movies. I can still go to thrift stores. I can still go to pawn shops. I can still go to, flea markets for many years to come, and I will still be able to find movies at them. It's going to happen. I won't be not able to find movies, but it might get more difficult to the point where now I can just be like, all right, I want to go shoot a hunting video. I'll go to Goodwill. I want to shoot a hunting video. I'll go to a flea market. I can go to any store right now and go shoot a hunting video for you guys. Eventually, it won't come to that. So, what I mean by branching out is, I also want to, do videos, and I do them occasionally, where I'm at a theme park, or where I'm at a historical park, or like the video I did where I was at Ringing Rocks Park, where I showed you guys the cool Ringing Rocks and the waterfall they had there and stuff. I want to do like adventure videos, as I want to call them. So that's why I changed my logo from just Cinema Sickness to Cinema Sickness Adventures, because I want to bring you guys more stuff. I want to go see more things. Come this summer, I would like to travel more and go check out some cool stuff. Go to this park, go to that park, go to this amusement place, do some cool stuff and bring you guys some other videos besides hunting. Even though 90% of what you're going to see on this channel is going to be hunting, I want that other 10% to be other fun videos, and maybe as time grows, excuse me, as it gets harder and harder for me to shoot hunting videos, some of those other adventure videos can kind of step in and fill the gaps. That's why I want to do that. And it's also for me as well. You got to realize that I've been doing Cinema Sickness since, 2011? So I've been doing Cinema Sickness for a long time now. And even for me, as much as I love shooting hunting videos, I want to also kind of do something else for myself. It's kind of fun and it feels good to shoot something different every now and then, to not, to get out of my comfort zone and shoot a video that's not just me at a Goodwill, to shoot a video where I'm somewhere else doing something else, showing you guys something else. It's more fun for me, and it gives me more of an excuse to go to these places too. So, so that's why I changed my logo to Cinema Sickness Adventures, because in 2020, I want to bring you guys, again, maybe only 10%, but still occasionally more videos that aren't just hunting videos, if that makes sense. Brent says Adam the Woo style. I don't know if I'll ever go that into it. I mean, that'd be fun. We'll see. All right, where are we at? My thrift store still sells VHS and DVDs. I'm pretty sure physical media is never going away. I mean, we'll see. Here's the thing. I've already seen physical media get harder to find in certain places. So I in my brain, I'm thinking, okay, it's never that I'm, like I said, it's never that I'm not going to be able to find physical media. I'll always be able to find it somewhere. It's just that it might get more difficult. And if that becomes the case, if I'm still doing a video every single day, I might need to fill a day with something that's not, cinema hunting, in the future. Not right now, but as time goes on. Quentin Tarantino says he still watches VHS. I do too. I mean, I got literally a wall full of VHS in my library. Sav says my unboxing videos are my favorites. Oh my gosh, I've been to my local post office twice since I got back to send out packages. I haven't been to where my PO box is yet, which is actually like a couple towns over. I haven't been there yet to pick up packages. I'm curious to see how many packages I have waiting for me since I haven't been to the post office in about a month. So there might be some unboxing videos coming your way in the near future. Troy says, what am I playing video games wise currently? Sean and I are playing Yoshi's Island at the moment, and by Sean and I are playing, he wants to watch me play it. I try to get him to play. He has no interest in playing. He just wants to watch me play, and he's so into it. So hopefully I can get him to start playing it at some point. But we played Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers 2, Super Mario Brothers 3. Then we did Super Mario World, and now we're on Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. So we'll probably after that, I don't know, move into the Game Boy games, the Super Mario Land 1, 2, and 3. We'll see. Mr. R says, how was your trip? You're about an hour and 15 minutes late. I literally spent about an hour talking about my trip. So you'll have to watch this video back when I repost it. Ian, I have no idea what movie's worth the most in my collection. I don't really pay attention to that kind of stuff. I collect because I want to watch the movie, not because I care about how much it's worth. So no idea. I'm sure I got some movies down here that are worth quite a bit. I mean, I'm sure some Blu-rays and DVDs are out of print and fetch a pretty penny, but I don't know what they are. Joey, did I ever buy a second iPhone? No. Because the whole live streaming thing I wanted to do, it's not going to work. It's not going to work out at all. I sort of tested that a little bit when I was in Walt Disney World. It did not work. So no, the live stream videos where where every day you get a live stream, it's not gonna work. I gotta stick to this, just Mondays in the basement where I got Wi-Fi going. So no, I'm not gonna do that. So no, I did not buy a second phone, unfortunately. Do I have Buried Alive / Beyond the Darkness? I know I have Buried Alive. Do I have Beyond the Darkness? I don't know, maybe. Brock here's another DVC question. Does DVC work for both land and world? Actually, DVC works for anywhere in the world, basically. It works for every single Disney park. So I can go to Disney World, Disneyland, Disneyland Paris, Tokyo Disney. I can go to any of those different Disney resorts with my points. Now, with that being said, keep in mind that I'm buying points. I'm buying DVC points. So, from what I'm told, if you're going to go to Disneyland Paris or you're going to go to Disneyland, Tokyo Disney, it actually kind of makes sense just to pay outright for that trip, because supposedly if you're trying to use your points towards it, it doesn't unless you have a ton of points. Like if you bought a lot of points, there are apparently people out there who have thousands of points. Like they bought which I don't even want to think about how much money they spent, but they've spent a ton of money to have 1,000 x amount of 1,000 points a year. Those people can afford to use their points to go to Disney, to Tokyo Disney or Disneyland Paris or Shanghai or whatever. They can use their money to do that. For us, it wouldn't make sense, but it would make sense to use it for Disneyland, and we do plan on doing that. We do plan on doing a Disneyland trip in the next couple years where we use our points to go out there. So that is going to happen. But also Disney has different resorts. They have a couple resorts. Like they have Alani, which is their Hawaii resort. We can use it to go there, which again probably won't because our points really wouldn't work for that. We don't have enough points to really work for that. We'd probably just have to pay for it outright. And they also have partnership hotels, which are really nice hotels all throughout the world. I want to go to Germany. They've got really nice partner hotels in Germany that work with Disney where I can use my points there. And even in the United States, if I want to go to New York, I can use my points to stay at one of their partner hotels in New York or something like that. So So really, I can use my points technically to go anywhere in the world, any Disney park, anywhere in the world, or just really anywhere in the world. Period. I can use my points to go towards. But like I said, we're not at that bracket of points. We're at a low bracket of points. We don't have a high enough bracket where it would really make sense for us to spend our points, to go to somewhere overseas or something like that. So anyway, but yes, we do plan on doing a Disneyland trip coming up, because one of the benefits of joining, they were like, hey, if you join now, we'll give you your 2019 points. So we actually already have points now saved up. So we actually have double points, which means that 1 year we can take those double points Oh my gosh, I sure about my voice is going all crazy. We can take those double points and use them towards our Disneyland trips. So we're going to do that one year. Looking forward to that. Sav says if you come to the UK, you can go to Disneyland Paris on a train. Yes, I would love to. Can I stay with you? Can we stay with you, Sav? Sav, you give us a place to stay. Oh my gosh, a place to stay, and I'll talk to some of the crew about going over to the UK. I'm down. I would love to go hunt in the UK. Like, I'm 100% okay with that. Joey says points don't include airfare or travel. Well, no, why would they? They count towards the resorts, which are stupid expensive. So, yeah. There's Caleb. CS, we just got back from Six Flags. Nice. Hey, Caleb, I forget. Now, I'm sorry. I'm losing my. It was you, right? It was Caleb. You posted the video, like kind of almost a behind the scenes video of us hunting together, right? My brain's going blank at who posted that. It was you, right? It was Caleb, right? I think. Pretty sure. Oh no, it was Josh. Josh did it. See, I'm getting confused. You guys are like throwing me off because you're like, Josh and Caleb are both doing videos now, and I'm like, I'm forgetting who's posting what videos. So, like, yeah. So it's like Josh posted a video. I'm like, wait, was that Josh or Caleb who posted that video? And then like Caleb posted a video. I'm like, wait, was that Josh or Caleb who posted that? Like, I'm forgetting who's posting what video. There we go. Josh is here. It was me. Okay, there we go. Josh posted that video. So click on Josh's well, click on Josh and Caleb's names there and go give them a sub. Give Josh and Caleb a sub, and check out and that video where Josh did of us out hunting was really, really cool. I really like that video. Anyway, so yeah, Josh and Caleb said when they were at Six Flags, they saw somebody walking around with a Cinema Sickness Crew t-shirt on. What the heck? Who was that? Anybody out there? Was that you? Julianne, yes, DVC also works for Disney Cruises as well. Yes, it does. Again, I don't think we have enough points to put them towards a cruise, but yes, yeah. Josh says, yeah, who was that? Yeah, who had a Cinema Sickness Crew t-shirt on? That's awesome. Sav says it was me. You were at Six Flags in Georgia? James asked if I've seen Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures. Yes, it's okay. It's a fun show. I have some on DVD. It's nothing amazing, but it's fun. Connor says, don't forget to get Joker next Tuesday. Yeah, I really want to see that. I might end up picking that up. Jerry, have you thought about doing movie reaction videos? Not really. Not really my thing. Maybe someday. You never know. I always try different things. For those of you who've been watching me for a while now, you know that I will try different things. I'll be like, oh, we're going to try this video. I might do them for a couple of weeks. If I like them, I keep them. Like these live streams. This live stream was on a whim. I was like, why don't I do a live stream every Monday just talking to you guys and talking about what's going on and stuff. And I didn't know if this was going to be a thing. I didn't know if anybody was going to watch or care about this. And what am I, like, 2 years later, I'm still doing these live streams every single Monday for you guys, like no matter where I am. So, yeah, I mean, this is on a whim and it went well. So who knows? Maybe somewhere down the line, I'll go, yeah, I'll give reaction videos a try. And if I like them, I'll stick with them. Or maybe I won't. I keep trying to do review videos and I hate doing review videos. I keep bringing them back and I keep stopping them and I bring them back and stopping them. I don't know. It's just not my thing. Mr. R, so with your Pops, are you an in-box collector or an out-of-box collector? I'm an in-box collector. I have all my Pops still in-box. They're up in my rafter shelves. It's a really good place. I moved them. I had them like on one shelf, then I had them on like another shelf, and then I put them up in my rafters because I have all this empty space up there. I had planned on putting movies up there, and the only movies that are up in my rafter shelves are my my VHS clamshells because they're just so tall. I have nowhere else to put them. So they're up in my rafters, but they only take up like a row and a half. So I'm using the rest of my rafter shells for my Pop collection. Hector, I have seen Black Mass. Yes, decent movie. Mr. Willow says I should collab with Flickinger and Flickpick. I don't know. What are those? Cinematic media seller. Glad to see you're home. Not into Disney vacation videos. Nothing against you. Just not my cup of tea. I mean, I understand that not everybody's into those videos, but you guys got to realize I was on vacation. I could have easily just said to you guys, I'm going on vacation. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye. And then and then for 2 weeks I'm just gone. But instead, I put out Disney videos for you guys every single day. I literally shot a video and was editing videos for you guys every single day while on vacation. You don't have to watch them. If they're not your cup of tea, don't watch them. That's fine. I get it. But, I mean, again, I could have just disappeared for 2 weeks instead of bringing you videos. I mean, I could have, when I went out with Josh and Caleb, I could have been like, oh, I'm on vacation. I'm in Georgia. I'm technically on vacation. I'm not going to shoot any hunting videos, but I did. So, anyway. Movie John says, welcome back, CS. The Disney videos, I might lose my voice. The Disney videos were cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. Mr. R says, how much do you think is too much for a Blu-ray? Honestly, in my opinion, I don't think a Blu-ray should be over $10. I don't think any movie should be over $10. Like, Seasons, I'd say $20 most. I don't pay $20 for Seasons, but I could see them pricing them that much. And honestly, a movie, I think should be $10 DVD, Blu-ray. It'd just be flat out. That's the price you pay. I mean, unless you're getting some, like, fancy pants, like, you know, collector's box set with, you know, a shirt and a pin and a map and, you know, whatever else, 5-disc set. I mean, okay, then you might even pay a bit more, but just your standard, here's a Blu-ray of the movie. It should be $10 in my opinion. I think, like, the fact that, you know, they're like, a new movie comes out and Target's like $25 for that new movie. It's like, what? No. It's going to be $25 for a movie. That's insane. Brockhoff says, I like the Disney videos. Feels like I tagged along. Awesome. Bohemian says, I look forward to every Monday for the live streams and soon to be new episodes of Supernatural. That show's still on? Supernatural's still on? Oh my gosh. I've only ever seen the first like 4 seasons of that show. I gotta rewatch those seasons and then watch the rest of them because I have all the seasons like up to like maybe up to what's out now or something like that. I think I have them. I think I have them all. And I liked them. I just never finished the seasons. Punkner says, go to Alani and I could possibly meet up with you. Yeah, oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't know, man. I would love to go to Disney's Alani Resort in Hawaii, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. It's gonna be expensive as heck. So maybe. Yeah, I mean, never say never. I never thought I would be able to stay in Disney's deluxe resorts, and now I'm going to be able to. So never say never. You never know. Caleb says something about asking Aaron. I'm guessing you're talking about Supernatural. I know Aaron's a huge Supernatural fan. Yeah. And mind you, I gotta call Aaron. There's a place. I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys, but she's got a place out by her I want to go hunt at. I gotta call her and ask about getting out there and doing a video with her. I might do that like this week actually. Maybe next week I can go out there. I don't know. We'll see. I gotta work out her work schedule. But anyway, eventually. Movie John says, what's gonna be the next video since you're home now? Apparently Movie John's not a patron either because there's already 2, count them, 2 hunting videos up right now. But only if you're on Patreon. They will be up eventually on just for everybody else to watch, but they're up early for patrons. James says he just subscribed to the twins. Nice. Yes, guys, go check out Josh and Caleb's channel. They're gonna start doing a bunch of videos. They're hopefully they're gonna keep cranking them out. I will get on their butts. So if you guys don't worry about them, guys. I'm gonna be on them. I always say when it comes to doing videos, you just gotta stick with it. If you want to, I'm not saying you're gonna make money off enough money off YouTube to ever pay your bills and whatnot. But if you want to have any success on YouTube whatsoever, you've got to stick with it. I've seen so many people who are like, I'm gonna do YouTube videos, and they do them for like a week, or like even like a month or so, or whatever. A video or 2 every single week. And they do that for like a month or 2, and then all of a sudden they like disappear, and it's like they're gone for like 3 months, and then they come back like, oh no, yeah, I'm gonna get back into it, I'm gonna do it, and they for like a month they do like a video every week, and they disappear again, and then they come back again, and they disappear. And then they come back, but they only do a video here and there. It's like that's why nobody's gonna watch your stuff, because nobody knows like what you're doing. Like you gotta it's repetition. Like you don't have to do a video every day like I do. You don't have to go that crazy. That was a task. Not a mistake. I'm glad I did it, but that's a task that's not for everybody. But if you're gonna do a video like once a week, do it. Do a video. If that's your thing, I'm gonna put out a video every Tuesday. Put out a video every Tuesday. Do not stop putting out videos every Tuesday. I don't care if you're sick. I don't care if your grandmother died. I don't care. I don't care. Whatever. Just put them out. It is a job. Treat it as a job. If you're not going to treat, again, if you're just doing it for fun and you don't care about getting subscribers, you don't care about making any money, you're just doing it because I feel like making a video every now and then and popping it up. The amount of how many views you get, how many subscribers you get, all that stuff does not matter to you whatsoever. Then yeah, don't worry about that. Do whatever you want to do. But if you actually want to build up your subscriber base and your monetization and all that stuff, and maybe make some money off it someday, you gotta treat it like a job. If you want it to be a job, you have to treat it like a job. If you're not gonna treat it like a job, then it's never gonna be one. So there you go. I had to do at least one rant, right? I have to do one rant every Monday. Movie John says, so many people have dropped off YouTube since I started 10 years ago. Yep. I know a lot of people who I used to watch on YouTube when I first joined, and a lot of them have disappeared. And it's just because, I mean, I understand, like, not everybody's into it. Some people are like, I want to do this, and they go, I don't want to do it anymore. And that's fine. They drop off, they get tired of it. They want to not do YouTube anymore. That makes sense. It's just that, if you want to actually, get subscribers and whatnot and build a fan base, I'm just saying, you got to treat it like a job. You got to stick with it. I've always treated Cinema Sickness like a job. Even when I had a 9-to-5 job, I had 2 jobs. I had my 9-to-5 and I had Cinema Sickness. I always treated it like that because I wanted to build it into a job at some point. And because I did that, it eventually did become my job. For the last 3 years, Cinema Sickness has been my job. It's a lot of work. it's more work than I ever did at a 9-to-5, but it's at least work I enjoy. Yes, I'm up every night till like 4 o'clock in the morning, and it's sending out orders and filming every single day, no matter what I'm doing, whether I'm sick or on vacation or what's happening. It's a lot of work, but it's work I enjoy. So I might be doing like 50 times the amount of work I was ever doing in a 9-to-5. A 9-to-5 job might be so much more easier and also less stress because I know, here's exactly how much money I'm getting at the end of every 2 weeks. I don't have to worry about, am I going to make enough money this month to pay bills? Yes, a 9-to-5 would be so much easier, so much less stress. I'd have a lot less to worry about, but I wouldn't love it as much. So, you gotta weigh the positives with the negatives. It's a lot of work, very stressful, but I love what I do. So, good with the bad. Anyway. Connor says, what Fox property should get a ride at Disney? I still want an Alien ride. That'd be cool. Yeah, I hope Disney does something more fun with Fox. They built the Star Wars. That was cool. I don't know. I would love to see, there's part of me who wants to see like a 5th park built and it just be like Fox properties. But at the same time, they already kind of have a park like that. It's Disney's Hollywood Studios. Disney's Hollywood Studios is kind of like their movie park. It's the park, not their animated movie park, although they do have animated movie stuff there. But it's their, their more live action sort of park. And I want to see if they're going to build more attractions like that. It should be at DHS, but then they've built Toy Story Land over there and whatnot. So it's like, who knows what's going to happen. I still want to see, there's talk still about like the possibility of like an Indiana Jones land. I would love to see that. It's over where the stunt show is. There's like an area over there. And let's face it, as much as I love the Indiana Jones stunt show, it is literally the same exact show multiple times a day, every day since 1980, whatever that show started. It's been the same exact show. It's never changed. So I would love to see them actually, retire that show finally, and then put in the Indiana Jones ride they have in Disneyland, or maybe an updated version of it. Put that there and maybe some other little cool, fun, Indiana Jones stuff in that area. There's talks of them doing that, and I hope someday we get that. That'd be so awesome. So I don't know. I'm going to see Indiana Jones. That's what I want to see. I want to see the next thing is the Indiana Jones section, and the Indiana Jones land over in DHS. That's what I want to see. Cinema King says, I want to make videos, but I'm afraid people are judging me. I have a problem with my self-esteem. Yeah, I could say that's one thing about doing YouTube videos. You gotta have a little bit of a thick hide, because people are jerks. I always say the best thing about YouTube, or, well, social media and the internet. The best thing about the internet is also the worst thing about the internet. People. There are a lot of awesome people. I've met, like, so many of you guys. I've met so many amazing, fantastic, awesome people. The people I hang out with the most nowadays, most of them are people I met through Cinema Sickness. I mean, I met Joe through Cinema Sickness. I met Rick through Cinema Sickness. I met the twins through Cinema Sickness. Aaron through Cinema Sickness, and so on and so forth. I met, like, all these people through Cinema Sickness. And we still hang out because, really, of Cinema Sickness. So again, just meeting you guys at conventions and out and about and whatnot. I met some of you guys in Disney World before. I mean, I love meeting you guys. You're so awesome. But there's also a lot of jerks out there who are going to leave nasty comments just because they are sad, lonely, pathetic people who just has nobody who likes them. And they want to, and that's how they got to build themselves up. They have to try to bring you down to their level by insulting you and calling you names. When I first started doing YouTube, yeah, it was a little like, oh, that person says something bad about me. But after a while, you realize, like, these people are just, they've got issues. And the way I see it now, when somebody makes fun of me or somebody says something bad about me or leaves a nasty comment, it actually makes me happy. Because, well, not only am I making money off that comment, thank you very much, trolls. I appreciate all the income you bring me. But not only that, but it's also the fact that, the way I see it is, like, my life is so much better than this person's. This person who has to put me down, who has to leave a nasty comment, whether they're leaving me a nasty comment or somebody else a nasty comment. If I read a nasty comment on somebody else's channel, I think, wow, like, that person's life must be horrible. Like, that's what they have to do. To make themselves feel better, they got to put somebody else down over the internet. Like, that's pretty sad. So it makes me actually go, I live a pretty good life that I don't have to do something like that to make myself feel better. Anyway, that's how I look at it. I'm getting hungry. And my nose is all stuffed up. John says, how many pops do I have? I don't know anymore. I got like a row and a half up in the rafters, full. I bought a bunch when I was in Disney. Well, not a bunch, but I bought a few when I was in Walt Disney World. If you guys haven't seen those videos, I bought some when I was out without. I should have brought some water. I bought some when I was with Josh and Caleb. I got some when I was with them, and then I got some of the Disney exclusive ones. The Disney exclusive ones I got were, if I remember correctly, I got the 3-pack of Splash Mountain, which was the Brer Rabbit, Brer Fox, Brer Bear. I got that. A lot of people were asking, are you going to get that pop set? And I was like, I don't want that set. No. And the reason why I said no is because they used to have one where it was like, I don't think it was all three of them. I think it was just Brer Rabbit and Brer Fox on a Splash Mountain log. And I was like, I don't want that pop. And I still don't. I have no interest in that pop whatsoever. But all three of the characters individually, those are cool. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, this is the one they're talking about. Yeah, I do want that one. So I bought that. I bought Red. She's from Pirates of the Caribbean. She's the new, there used to be we once the redhead, and they replaced her with a pirate now called Red. And I bought that pop because I think she's pretty cool. And I also bought, I bought a Figment pop as well. It's not the Figment pop I want. Someday I might actually sell that pop off. The Figment pop I really want is the 35th anniversary of Epcot. There's a 35th anniversary Epcot Figment pop. It's just a plain, ordinary Figment. It's just Figment standing there. That's the one I want. The one I got is the Chef Figment, which is for the Food and Wine Festival that was going on. He's got like a chef hat and stuff on. It's a cool pop. It's a Figment pop. I'm happy I have a Figment pop, but it's not the one I want. So maybe someday if I can ever get that 35th anniversary Figment pop for a good price or whatever, or somebody wants to trade, I will get rid of the Food and Wine Festival one, because again, it's a cool pop. I like the fact that I have a Figment pop, but it's not the Figment pop I want. Joey Baseball, yes. that I'll agree with. For once, I agree. Josh says you got to tell me where you get the Splash Mountain Pop set. I saw it two places. Where did I see it? Well, I got it at the pin trading station store. I can't remember the name of it. It's like the major pin trading store. Excuse me, the major pin trading store in Walt Disney or in Magic Kingdom in Frontierland. I'm sure you know which one I'm talking about. I got it there. But I also saw it over at the pin trading station in Disney Springs. They also had like all the exclusives as well. So you can get it at either one of those places. Josh says, yeah, he knows where that is. I assumed you would. I can't remember what they actually call the store, but it's the pin trading store in Magic Kingdom. Connor says, is it true the Indy ride is basically the same as the dinosaur ride? It's the same mechanics. It's the same vehicle and the ride system. It's not exactly the same, but you can say that Dinosaur is Disney World's version of the Indiana Jones ride. It's very similar in the ride design. It's not the same ride, though. It's just the same ride vehicles and the same ride design. So yes, kind of, it's Disney World's version of Indiana Jones. You could say that, but it's not the same attraction. Marco says, you were so awesome. I could listen to you all day. Well, you might not be able to because I'm starting to lose my voice now. I've been talking now for an hour and a half, and I'm like, I always forget to bring water with me. Not that water helps. I always bring water, and my voice still goes away. Movie John says a cool pop is Scooby with a haunted house. Oh, wow. I gotta look that one up. I didn't know there was that one. I'll have to see what it is. It sounds awesome. Joey says, are you excited for 34 years of maintenance fees? Yes, because it's still a better deal. Joey, I don't think you understand. If you okay, when I said before, we're paying 2019 prices, that's the entire amount. Like, you take what I paid to join for the points, plus the maintenance fees for the next 34 years. You take those two prices, all that, you combine that into one price, and then you divide that up for the next 34 years, it actually comes out to a little bit less, actually, than what we'd be paying to stay in value resorts for 2019 prices. And 2019 prices are going to just keep going up and up and up. 2020 is going to be more expensive. 2021 is going to be more expensive. 2022 is going to be more expensive. Value resort prices are going to keep going up and up and up and up and up, but not for us. So we essentially, like I said, paid right around, actually a little bit less, for the next 34 years. We paid value resort prices to stay in Disney World for 2 weeks for every single year for the next 34 years. We just paid that, and so the maintenance fees don't matter. It's okay. It's not an issue. We are making out on this as long as we go to Disney World every single year, which we certainly plan on doing. We actually are making out on this. We're paying less and we're getting more. So, yeah. Joe is a scam. I agree. Yeah, Josh says Google DVC saves you in the long run and you get a better resort. I mean, as long as you don't finance it, yes. If you finance it, that's when, like I said, that's when you kind of that's when it doesn't make sense. You end up paying too much money if you finance it. But as long as you have enough money to pay up for the points outright, you're good to go. And then you're like, or did I say monthly dues before? It's a yearly due. I don't know if I said monthly dues before or not. If I said monthly, I meant yearly. It's a yearly like maintenance dues you have to pay. And it's seriously, you got to come up with that money within a year. It's not hard to come up with that money in a year, and it's not that much either. Yeah. So I don't know what to say anymore, but it makes sense. We are saving so much money in the long run. In 5 years from now, when I look at those value resort prices, and I'm like, wow, they've tripled from what we were paying in 2019. We're paying those prices, but we're not staying at a value resort. We're staying at a deluxe resort. So, yeah. My iPod's going to run out of charge, LOL says Zero. Well, plug it up. I'm only going to go another 15 minutes tops. I'm only going to go to 10, and then I'm done. Punk Nerd, that is one of the rumors. What does Josh say? What's Punk? Oh, I think somebody said something about the possibility of Indiana Jones replacing Dinosaur. I don't think they would do that. I hope they don't. To put Indiana Jones over an Animal Kingdom would be stupid. I don't want to see that. Pandora, I mean, it at least kind of fits because there's a ride about the Na'vi and all the animals and the nature and whatnot. You're going through a boat ride through the nature of Avatar or Pandora. The other ride, you're riding on the back of a banshee, so it's still sort of animal related. If you stick Indiana Jones in Animal Kingdom, there's nothing animal related about that, except for snakes. But otherwise, there's nothing animal related about that. So no, I hope they don't do that. That'd be horrible. I'd be so upset if they did that. Do a New Year live stream countdown. I mean, I could. I don't know if I will, but I could. It's something to think about. Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. Do you guys want me to do a New Year's live stream? If you do, let me know. I don't think I will, but I might. It's a possibility. If enough of you guys say, yeah, do it, maybe I will. Well, we'll see. I don't know. Sav says, what happens if Eric eats a banana? He turns into Banana Man. I love that movie, or that TV show. Zero says, what time will that be in the UK? LOL. Very early. Caleb says, no, I gotta wake up at 5 a.m. to get fast passes. That reminds me, the beginning, Josh and Caleb, yeah, I gotta write a reminder. Beginning of January, so in a couple of days from now, I think it's like January 8th, I gotta sign us up for that late night DVC night in Magic Kingdom. So yeah, I want to do that. I mean, as a DVC member, they do like throughout the year, they do these late. I already said before, but they do these late nights where you can go into the parks for just DVC members, and there's like no waits on for any rides, and you get like free food and stuff. So yeah, I gotta do that, and you can bring guests. So I'm gonna sign myself up and Josh and Caleb up, and we're gonna do that. It's gonna be awesome. Pastor, I don't know if Sean's ever actually going to make a Home Alone remake, but hey, you never know. Josh and Caleb are like, yes, do that. I know, I want to. I plan to. We should also one day go up to the top of the world on top of Bay Lake Towers and watch the fireworks, because that's a DVC member lounge, and I can get us up there. And Josh and Caleb, I won't say it now, but I've got a really nice secret too about getting into Magic Kingdom for us. I'll talk to you guys about that later, but it's gonna be very easy for us to get into Magic Kingdom instead of waiting in a bunch of lines and taking a ferry or a monorail. As much as I love Magic Kingdom, I see what they were going for. They didn't want another Disneyland. Disneyland is like it's a park where, like, the parking lot was like right up next to Disneyland. It was like going to Six Flags or whatever. They wanted to get away from that. They wanted to make it where there was all this space around the park. The parking lot was across this lake. You couldn't see the outside world from the Magic Kingdom. I get what they were going for. But in the long run, it kind of, in my opinion, stinks, because getting into the park is such a pain, because you gotta go park at the TTC, the Ticket and Transportation Center. You gotta park there, then take a ferry or a monorail over to the actual resort to the park. By the time you park and get over there, it can be, depending on lines, like an hour or a half hour to like an hour. I'd say usually more like a half hour. It usually takes you like a half hour just to get into the park. Again, I see what they were going for. They wanted to make it more magical, a magical experience. You enter the park in a cool, fun, interesting way. You can't really see the outside world. I see what they were going for, but it kind of stinks. But I've got a way around that. As a DVC member, I've got a way around that. We'll discuss that later. It's a little trick I found out this vacation. Liam says, Happy New Year's from Australia. Is it New Year's there now? Or is it just going to be? Josh says backstage. No, it's not backstage. Did you hear they are re-releasing Home Alone 2 on Blu-ray and 4K with the Donald Trump scene removed? No. Joey says, I don't think they're going to do that. Why would they do that? I mean, unless he did something bad. Well, I mean, he has done. I'm not going to get into that. I'm talking like, you know, I don't know how to. I don't want to get into. I mean something like really, really bad. Like, oh my gosh, like bad. Although I know some people out there are going to say he has. I don't want to get. I don't want to get political, but you know what I'm trying to say. Unless he's done something to like, you know, really make him get taken out of the movie, I don't think it's going to happen. Almost got political there for a second. Don't want to do that. Josh says it was removed for Canadian TV. What was it really? They took it out of the Canadian version of it. I mean, I'm personally not a Donald Trump fan, but I didn't think they'd take him out of the movie. I mean, even like Joey says, you mean like Bill Cosby bad? Yeah, like Bill Cosby bad. Again, I'm not a fan personally. I'm not gonna get into the whole thing, but I don't know if I would have taken him out of the movie. It means he's only in it for like 2 seconds. I don't know. That seems a bit extreme. Even as somebody who's not a fan, that seems like a bit extreme. I don't know. People are just crazy these days. Like, I mean, hey, like, whether you like them or not, it's like just whatever. I mean, come on. I don't know. Oh, it was taken out, but for time reasons, not political. It's been taken out of Canadian TV. Oh, it's been taken out for the last 6 years? That's weird. All right, I thought they were saying they took it out for political reasons. That would have been crazy, in my opinion. If they're just taking out scenes for time, and that happens to be one of the scenes, it is kind of a pointless scene. It's just a cameo. It's basically a Donald Trump cameo in the movie. But Donald Trump was in a Little Rascal movie? Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, they're just taking it out for time reasons. I get it. They got to cut scenes. Okay, I thought you were saying they took it out for political reasons. I was like, that, you know, again, how do you feel about him? That just seems extreme. Like, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, Trump was in WWE. Yeah, I know. That's crazy. When I see like the wrestling stuff with him, I'm like, what? That's our president now. Donald Trump was the rich kid's dad in Little Rascals. Man, I gotta watch. It's been a while since I've watched that movie. Now I want to rewatch it. I don't remember that. Donald Trump Jr. just tweeted about it this week, so it's in the news. Oh, what about it not being in the Canadian version? Yeah, I'm sure he was probably like, oh, it's for political reasons, right? Even though it's been taken out for the last 6 years. Everybody's got to complain about something. He shaved Vince's head. Yeah. All right, we got 10 more minutes. Anybody else have any more questions? Any more things you want to talk about? Talk about them now, because... Oh, I got to do that again without covering up the speaker. Carnage says, yes, he overreacted to it. Of course. Of course. Dan Caleb says, talk more about your trip. I think I said everything about my trip I could, unless anybody has any questions about it. Joey, I went with, I keep calling it purple, but it's violet. There you go. I got the violet Kyber crystal. I mean, I had to go with Mace Windu. It's funny when you're doing the, did I catch it? I don't know if I put it in the video or not. Maybe you guys can remember. When you're doing the build, there's it's a big ceremony, and they're talking about all the different, characters who have wielded different colors. So like, the blue lightsaber wielded by Luke Skywalker. They name some other people, and they're like, and the red lightsaber wielded by Darth Vader and Kylo Ren and so on and so forth. They name all these characters who have had certain color lightsabers, and then they get to purple or to violet and they're like wielded by Mace Windu. And then they go into the next thing. It's like, because he's the only one who's ever had a purple lightsaber. Because apparently that was like one of the stipulations when Samuel L. Jackson like signed on to do Star Wars. Apparently he's like, I would have a purple lightsaber. And they were like, okay. So, yeah, he's the only one who's ever had a purple blade. I mean, with the exception of Cinema Sickness. Pastor Mama says, Dave, did you go on a trip and join DVC? Yes. Joey says, did they have a neon yellow lightsaber option? They don't have it when you're building a lightsaber. They only have the kind of standard colors. Colors. They have violet, they have blue, they have red, and they have green. However, you can buy. There's a store where you can buy different things and different kyber crystal colors if you want. And I believe they have two other ones. I think one is they have a yellow one, and I want to say they have a white one, which is kind of ridiculous because I guess basically this would just glow white, which I'm kind of like, that's sort of weird. But I've seen the yellow one. The other one actually looks kind of cool, to be honest. I was tempted to buy a yellow kyber crystal because when I was eating dinner one night, there were some kids who had just bought their lightsabers and they were playing with them, and one had a yellow one, and I actually got up and went over and said, "Oh, is that the yellow one? Could you light that up again?" And they were like, "Yeah, sure." And they lit it up, and I was like, "That's awesome." So I was tempted to buy one. And there's also a black kyber crystal, but it just lights up red. It's kind of like a blind box type thing. If when you buy a red kyber crystal, there's a chance it'll actually be black, but it still lights up red. It'd be cool if it, I don't know how you would light up a black lightsaber, but I don't know, it'd be cool if it was black somehow. Yeah, Caleb says white would be weird. I haven't seen one white. I want to see I gotta look it up. I haven't seen what the white kyber crystal looks like. It sounds like it'd be weird, but I don't know, maybe it'd be cool. Joey says, yeah, I would need a yellow one. Yeah, I mean, I'm tempted. Maybe when I go back down for in March, I don't know how much they are. I'm not sure how much the kyber crystals are. If they're not stupidly priced, I mean, I'm not paying like $50 for a kyber crystal, but if they're like, I don't know, 10, 15, maybe $20, maybe I'll buy a yellow one. Just kind of, I kind of want one. I don't need it, but I kind of want one, so maybe. Or maybe I should just buy a second lightsaber and just have a yellow one too. I say that like jokingly, but I'm like, oh, another. Can I build another lightsaber? I don't want to spend. That's so much money, but it's tempting. Josh, I don't think they do double blades. I mean, well, they have replicas. Do they have Do they have one? They might. I don't know. Where are we at? Bright black, LOL. Yeah, I don't know how they would do actually black, but I don't know, something. Josh says I need to check. Yeah, I don't know if they have a double-bladed saber. They had, again, in the store where you could buy the kyber crystals and whatnot, and other little accessories for your lightsaber. They did have, you could buy replicas, and so instead of spending $200 to build your own custom lightsaber, you can spend like $150 or whatever, like $50 less to buy a replica of Yoda or Luke Skywalker or like Mace Windu or Count Dooku's lightsabers. They have all these replicas. They looked really cool, but I wanted my own custom one. I didn't want a replica one. Yeah, I see movie saying Darth Maul. Wait, I have a Darth Maul saber. Yeah, but was it from Disney? Can you buy in Walt Disney World? Can you buy a Darth Maul double-bladed lightsaber? I'm assuming I'm assuming they would charge more than $150 for that. That'd probably be expensive. Punkner says, CS, now that you collect Pops, download the Funko app. I have the Funko app, yeah. I don't really care about the value of them. He says I can check the value. I know. I do keep track on the app as to what Pops I have and what Pops I want. If something new comes out or there's a Pop I know I want, I've added it to my wish list and I have my collection listed on there. But as far as what they're worth, again, it's like collecting movies. I don't care. Sorry, I thought I heard my son waking up for a second. I was like, oh, live stream over, but never mind. I don't think so. Joey, yes, the Yoda lightsaber, I believe, is smaller. I remember seeing it. Like, I want to say, I don't think it's as small as it should be, but it's smaller. Because I think they want to still, have like a normal person be able to hold on to it and not have it be this tiny little thing. And it has to still hold I think they only have one size blade. So it's smaller, but not like, I don't think it's actually like as small as it should be. I don't think. I forget. I was gonna film in there. I actually, when I was doing the video of the $200 lightsaber, I was going to film all the different, I was going to film inside that shop and film the different kyber crystals and film the different replicas. But the store was so packed, I couldn't get to the counter. Every time I went to film the counter, there'd be people standing there. And I couldn't get a good shot of it. So maybe when I'm down there in March, I'll try to get a good shot of all the replicas for you guys. Josh and Caleb will have to deal with it and stand with me in the store for an hour trying to get a perfect shot for you guys. Wouldn't be the first time. Caleb says he enjoyed Rise of Skywalker. It had its problems but liked it. Yeah, I figured it's going to be the same way. I already kind of know. I've already looked up spoilers, so I already kind of know the story. I'm not a spoiler guy. I don't care. I can know exactly how a movie ends. I'm like, whatever. I still want to see it. I want to see how they get to that point. So I kind of know what's sort of going on in the movie. Joey, I honestly don't remember about the Kylo Ren lightsaber. I think they had one. But I can't remember if it had the blades out the sides or not. I mean, I would assume it would. I don't remember. Again, I tried to really be in that store looking around and filming, but it was so crowded. We were kind of in and out. So hopefully in March I can film in that store for you guys. Maybe it won't be so crowded at that point, and I can get some good shots for you guys. Sav, I know who Rey is too. I've seen the spoilers. I know Rey's passed now. Caleb says, you and Josh film, I'll ride. No, we'll ride all together, and you guys will just stay with me for an hour inside the store anyway. Punk Nerd, he says, what would happen if your son woke up in midstream? I'd have to go. I mean, if I was only 15 minutes into the live stream, I might just say, talk amongst yourselves, guys. I'll be back, because what would I do? Spice Girl Blank Anthony here. Say hi to Nikki. She has to go to bed. Hi, Nikki. Good night. By the way, Anthony, hit me up. When do you want to go hunting? I'd love to come down now that it's cold out and I need to go to some more inside stores. Hit me up. Let me know when you want me to come visit you. I will come down to Jersey in the near future. You want me to, I mean, let's do it. Let's figure this out. I want to come down there and hunt at your places. I could probably get Greg to come with me too. Let's make this a thing. And of course, Manko. We got to get Manko. So yeah, Anthony, send me a message over on Instagram and we will talk. Let me know when you're free. Pugner says, have I got shot in the sky? He's heard it. He's listened to it. I don't know if he's like into it. If Sean woke up, he could join the live stream. No, Sean has this thing where it's not night terrors, it's something else. I can't remember what it's called, but he wakes up and he has like he's crying and obviously he had some kind of bad dream. Again, it's not a night terror, it's something else. But he doesn't know like where he is and he's all lost and he's confused. And you can't like hug him or touch him because then he feels like he's being trapped and he freaks out. Like he might want to hug you, but you kind of got to be like, okay, buddy, and then kind of like back off. Or because if he wants to hug you and you hug him back, he'll like kind of freak out. So it's this weird thing. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he just like almost ended the live stream there. Just like snap, he's out of it and he's just back to being himself. Like, oh, I want to go back to bed. Like, it's weird. We looked it up. It's this whole thing. I feel so bad for him. Hopefully he grows out of it. I mean, he's supposed to eventually, but it's weird. Again, it's not night terrors. It's something different. But yeah, it actually happened last night. He woke up and he had no idea like what was going on. He's like, I don't want him, mommy. No, I don't. Like he just kept saying that, and we had no, we don't know what's going on. We don't know what he was dreaming of, or what he's talking about. And then out of nowhere, he just snaps out of it, and he's back to his normal self. It's kind of weird. Yeah, David, I want to do MVD offices. I got to call them. Joey, I heard Manko is mediocre pizza. No, Manko is delicious pizza. I wish I had some right now. Oh, he doesn't. Oh, okay. Anthony says, I don't do Instagram. Sorry, I thought you were on Instagram too. Well, yeah, then, yeah, I know you have my number. Yeah, just, I have your number too. So text me. No, Zero, I'm not filming it. No, not gonna do that. Sorry. That's a little bit too personal into my life. Not gonna do that. But anyway, guys, it's past 10. I'm hungry. I want to go get some food. I'm tired as well. My voice is going. We've been talking quite a bit. I had a fun video. This was a great video. I had a fun time talking to you guys. So if you guys are watching now and you have any more questions, leave a comment in this video, about Disney or whatever, or anything we talked about, which was mostly Disney. But leave a comment if you guys are watching this back a couple days later. Again, leave a comment. Let me know any more questions you guys have about anything. I will do my best to answer them. Like I said, we'll be coming back. I'll be going back down to Walt Disney World. I believe it's the 1st. I think it's from the 1st to the 8th of March. I'll be down there with Josh and Caleb. We're all pretty freaking excited. So if any of you guys live in the area or you're going to be down there the first week of March, I mean, I'm going to be family free. I'll be down there again with Josh and Caleb. It's going to be a crew trip. So we are down for meeting up with you guys, hanging out with you guys, doing anything you want with you guys the entire time. So yeah, definitely let us know. And then after that, again, I'm going down with the family for 2 weeks, but that's not going to be till October or November. We haven't decided exactly when yet. We were going to go late September into early October, but then I almost completely forgot. I have RetroCon, like the last weekend of September, so that's not going to work. So I don't know if my wife still wants to just do like mid-October, or if she just wants to do November like we had been discussing before. So I don't know. We'll see. But again, the first week of March, me, Josh, Caleb, Disney World, you guys can join in. I would love to meet up some of you guys down there, so we'll see. Bye, CS. See you in 2020, and hopefully I'll have my first video up. Nice, Bohemian. Hit me up with that. Oh, are you kidding me? Look who decides to join in, like, when I'm leaving. Rick's like, hey, you're still on. Really? Really, Rick? Really? That's funny. Yeah, well, sorry, Rick. You got to watch this video back because I'm leaving. I'll show you. Just got done watching the Fanatic equals gold. Oh, nice. Well, I'll have to punish you when you get here next week, Rick. He doesn't like you either. Anyway. Or I don't like you either. What's the line? I forget. Doesn't matter. It's late. I'm tired. I'm going to go. So anyway, guys, that's it. So like I said, ask your questions if you have any. I will see you guys next Monday. Oh, thank you. The Rickster likes my lightsaber. I will see you guys next Monday. And like I said, I have 2 hunting videos that are already up for those of you on Patreon. It's only $1 a month if you want to join. Patreon.com/CinemaSickness. Really does help out my videos and helps me make better videos for you guys. And again, you can have access to those videos right now. There's still one more Disney video coming your way. It's a really good one. Again, where I hit up all 4 parks in one day. It's a really fun video. I'm by myself, no family, so it's going to be awesome. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, I got all kinds of other cool, fun stuff coming your way. And 2020 is going to be awesome. I have all kinds of cool plans for this year. It's going to be great. So anyway, guys, again, that is it. So thanks for watching. Have a good one. I will see you guys in the next video. All right, that's it. Bye. Oh, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and check down below for links to Patreon. Not Spreadshirt anymore, Teespring. I'm on Teespring now. Check down below for that. And, of course, the CinemaSick, the store. Buy stuff. It helps out the videos. Again, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. It's been a month now since I've had my cinnamon sugar twist, pretzel, and Coke combo. I've been going through withdrawals.